Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to NACL VoD review. This is our last one of the split, as it is grand finals. We've got Dragonsteel against Fear X Starforge. Congrats, Dragonsteel, on a really dominant victory. We're going to go take a second look at it. Thanks so much to everyone that's been following along for VoD reviews, Rose LCS, and especially NACL. Obviously, this is the, this is what I cast primarily. Pretty much only cast this as of this split. So it means a lot whenever the teams, players, and coaches pop in here and say, hey. And means a lot to see all you guys supporting Tier 2 along with us. So, yeah, I started by doing VoD reviews at Tier 3 and Tier 2. We're still doing it on the day. And so, yeah, I'm excited to wrap this one up and end the split, as I have gotten all LCS and NACL VoDs. And on this YouTube, if you want to see more for America's Worlds, like, comment, sub. Follow me everywhere at CubbyXX for more updates. That said, let's dive on in. Yo. Here we go. I should have my chem. Okay. Vi, Corki, Tristana, Rumble, Aurora, Ziggs. I will say, I don't want to spoil too many things for Dragonsteel or Fear Starforge in terms of their strats. I did talk to each coaching staff about what their approach is going to be. It is clear, though, they're taking away XU's at least go button. And then the Corki Trist being off the board. Corki was a really big pick for ABO this split. Meanwhile, Rumble, Aurora, Ziggs, very common blue side bans that we have in Fearless. That said, we did give Zamudo Udyr, which Philip does not play, and it was denied. So the game plan here for Fear Starforge, it was Smolder first pick, and then Nasus Maokai, and then Brand Udyr. I really like this opening for Dragonsteel because you have double Leandries here. Deals really well with tanks. So you're going to have a lot of shove from Udyr. And then it is Ashe bot. So Ashe the Trimig plays in the Brand Smolder, I assume. Ashe Maokai is a really good combo, really hard to reclaim space for them. Fear Starforge posturing for early game. That said, as we continue, no Braum, no Leona, no Olaf, no Aatrox. So two of the better matchups into Udyr. We end up with a Zeri. So that puts the Nasus top into Udyr. I did not like this. I know that the matchup mid, Nasus into Smolder, Smolder scales, but Nasus into Udyr, you kind of just sign up to get fucked in the top lane, which is exactly what happened. So we're really sacking Philip in our top lane to make sure that we're set up for any sort of success with mid jungle and bot as Rakan rounds things out after the Ezreal Rel. Rakan has a couple nice people to jump on here, and it's a good pairing with Zeri if Zeri was bot, but it's not. Yeah, I like Dragonsteel draft. I feel like Rel with this and this is really good, and this deals really well in the tanks. And Udyr, if it gets ahead, shouldn't really be able to die. Shout out to everyone that came to the arena, by the way. This place was jam-packed. I love how they let Yuji, by the way, just have his most valuable prospect trophy, number 2, just on stage with him. Lit. Shout out to Niles, Ido, and Kiao, the coaches. I'm stalling because I... Oh, wait, no, we don't show runes for this one. We're back. Yeah, so, I thought this game, Zamudo can do whatever he wants in this lane early on. So I think that really warped this game. You can't really swap as Fear Starforge, and I think Dragonsteel were fine with standard lanes because you want Zamudo into this Nasus pick. There are 2 wards topside, and then Zamudo starts W and just starts hitting the Susan. Starts hitting the Susan. All right, Brand's clearing faster. Go figure. Actually, Yuji may not have done that clear in time, by the way. Might have been a first. Meanwhile, you can see on the bounce. So Zamudo let this come back into him. He's going to hold it. So, and then, Nasus is just screwed. Actually, has to come up here and fix this lane. Just requirement. So, well played, Zamudo. But again, Fear Starforge, they have to find a way to fix this lane. So, they do. I honestly, guys, I'm going to be real. I think that we should have dove. Like, ABO is moving for it. I think that Fear Starforge should have committed this. I think it's there. Like, because that wave's so big and Zimido's kind of low. Yeah, I actually think it was kind of there. If Zeri's here with Maokai, I think it's there. And that would have been really big for the game. So I think Fierce Star Forge should have dove this. But they didn't want to sack mid lead, I think. Just a guess.
Timing could be great, but like you said, Cummy.
Branch 141. Thanks for the follow. So Grubs for Drake trade. I think Grubs fine. Dragonsteel. I mean, I prefer early Grubs, frankly, and just given the laning strength of each team. That's again Udyr fisting. There's only 40 stacks on this Nasus. The Nasus again, early picked. They moved it out of the lane. Really got starved out, as we're gonna see here afterwards. UG has 6. Grubs helps. He is on his wraps. XU's going to walk in, go for a Q, and get stunned up. He does smite this though, which is really big, because that actually gets him 6, and then he can at least buy some space. Well played from Zyko. And then ABO is able to come over the top with an E and flashes, and they pick up 2 and get a Spyrex flash. So really well played, actually. That said, while it's going on, top lane's fucked. Philip burned ult. Zimido still has the freeze, and he actually just gained health. And so Philip, he's not even TPing back up here. He knows it's kind of doomed. I'm gonna skip over this replay. It's not too much to see or talk about. Yep. I mean, top is fucked. They actually had the lane swap. And Zimido is still holding this freeze. So, again, like this matchup they swapped up, it just was not worth it. And guess what? Because they saw Dog down here in response. Yeah, just insta-base for Scary Jerry, and they're going to switch the lanes back up here. So, well played. No push for Fierce Starforge. They're just going to... Yeah, just going to keep it even. I mean, again, like... Oh, hold on. I know that XU spotted here. I don't think there's a dive angle, but I'm a bit surprised about, like, the extended play pattern. Like, look at how fucked bot is, guys. You have to do something. Like, bot is just a fucking... Like, or top lane. But it's being played bot lane right now. It's a fucking disaster, you know? Yeah, and like Zimido usually just get whatever they want. So XU being spotted up there, blue buff gone. Philip walks back to lane. It's still equally as fucked. I really feel like they needed the dive Udyr. The fact that they didn't dive Udyr made this game so much harder. Alright, here comes the planet Udyr. It's too late. We can't move him. So another swap. This gives away 6 grubs to Dragonsteel. Again, trying to play around this matchup. It's really bad. I will say the swap, like they lose grubs for it, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's great, but at least Philip does get some shit. Or does he? I will say for Philip, he kind of fucked us up. Just because he Qs. And A doesn't get it, and then he ults. So I also think that Philip just said, give me the Nasus, I'll take a shit matchup, and we'll play from there. I don't know. That's not great Nasus mechanics. This doggy was not great. This reaction from Yuji was kind of insane. I mean, they do push out ABO. We end up going a little bit too deep here. Really big Bramble Smash from XU. He actually fires it backwards, and it knocks both of them in, which is really, really nice. Really, really well played by XU. Yeah, really well played. So it does get Scary Jerry. And then he cleans up Yuji in the end, who again is flashless. Yuji stepped into it in the back half, and Fierce Starforge get a kill mid. Get Spyrex, who was still down flash. So This was really, really good from Fear Starforge. Again, they need to do something to save the game. Philip goes down. This is what they're going to do. But again, Zumuto's getting so much on the bot side. The Suitor is just way too big. Yes. The QBs from UG are pretty good. The knockback is a circle. Correct. And you'll see the Q, like, you know, he fires it off, like, the projectile part backwards. Yeah. Honestly, Maokai Q is a little bit goofy, so like if I'm playing, I would actually rather have it be backwards here, by the way. But they saw Smolder and picked short range into it. Yeah, and they flexed the Nasus out of the matchup into an even worse one. Yeah, well played. I mean, again, I think that the one way that they would have had to play this is to dive Zumuto at level 4 in top lane. Because on that bounce, Zumuto sacked a lot of his HP to hold it. And Fear Starforge could have sent ABO up, who had pushed mid, and they just did not commit to the play. Good news for them. Maokai did get a lot, but they're still behind. And this Udyr is still huge. Like, they're actually behind gold. I mean, ABO is like ulting to clear the wave. He's kind of behind the curve a little bit against Smolder, and Spyrex is doing a nice job of farming up stacks. 155 at 15 is pretty solid, especially going down once, so good job. But I mean, the top lane matchup, it's all Udyr. And the double Leandries, it's a lot of value this game. Zumuto gets to go, what, Frozen Heart probably next if he wants. And it's just like, good luck, Chuck. Yeah. All right, waves are fixed. They're first to Herald play. They send it mid. Zyko fucks it. No driver's license for Zyko. So, all right, guys. He was bluffing being a choker to give Fear Starforge a false sense of security. He saves it later on. It's fine. All right, Philip is only kind of in the game. Not really. Oh, it was Randuin's this game. I mean, I guess you get some health. More health. You guys seem really nervous. Look at... This guy didn't hit tab. And then this fight was clean as fuck. I mean... I don't know what to say about this one, guys. Psycho get in there, and it was a pretty nice wombo. And Zumuto gets a Empowered Turtle Shield and lives. Uh-oh. And that's game. Smolder is going to get 225 soon. I mean, really good engage from Zyko. I don't know how Fear Starforge can defend against this. I think Winsome's a little, like, trying to go for that flank. They have to kind of regroup with him. And maybe the answer is to get Winsome actually on this side. I think that's the one idea I have for them, but it's tough. Why was ABO in the pit? That's a good question. Maybe they're going to jump on Spyrax, but good point. I'm getting one shot is quite bad. We return alive. There's a Maokai ult used to catch Zyko. Yeah, he does stack on Maokai. It was not good. Does Randuin's decrease Ashe damage in general, given with how Ashe passive works? Does anyone know? Because Ashe passive was like technically a crit, but not really, right? Oh, so it decreases every audit. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. See? It works. Nice. Because Frozen Heart's such a good item for Udyr given the ability haste, so I'm just curious why it was the Randuins instead. They missed the play on the Smolder, but again, Smolder has 225. Psycho tries to send it. This is good for Fierce Starforge. I think they get 3 wins from this at least for a wave. Snoop Dogg has time. And he just ports out. That's how scared he is, man. I mean, I actually don't think, like, I think he does get ran down, but I think his XU could support him enough to live. So I think it was a little bit of a preemptive TP. By the way, that Snoop Dogg is at 309, I think. Yeah. We're way behind. We need to be at 500 around 20. This fight ends up being okay for Fierce Starforge just because Zamino A is up, but B it's taken in the choke. I think the fact that it was in a choke, like they kind of avoided some of the brand damage. But Philip still goes down. Because we're a useless doggy. Some of the terrain was like a little bit iffy / tricky, so I think Fierce Starforge actually kind of outperformed in this fight. Still not enough though. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the comp that they drafted in the Nasus was good, but also like when you open Nasus Maokai, you're just asking to get branded. And then you know they play Udyr, and Udyr also goes to the Andres and is like really good here. So okay, Zyko burns flash for not much. Snowball to win the game, just a bit weird. I mean, you can snowball with Nasus. But yeah, I think just the Zeri flex and the idea was just not it. It was not it. That said, I think some of the angles they took were actually, again, like not bad. Like this is a good idea. The only issue is that Udyr is coming from the side and they can't commit. Because if so, then Udyr would wreck their team. The Zamudo deer. Dude, watching the Zamudo play deer makes me want to play deer. It does. Oh my god, this poor dog, man. This guy landed and just got lit on fire. What role do you play? Jungle? When I did play, I peaked support, but I hit Diamond 1 playing all roles. I play with friends, just play Phil now. I think I've played like five ranked games this split. Whatever they call it now. It's not as good for me to play the game anymore. It's better, like, if I have questions about top lane, I can ask 30 about top lane. There's no way I can play any amount of League where I can meet that. I think when I did play, I played a split, or I casted a split where 2 years ago, I climbed a Diamond 1 autofilling, and I mostly played jungle. And it helped me feel the game a little bit, like feel how oppressive it was to be against champs like R3-0 or 4-0, or like how pissed useless champs would be like if they did get behind. So I think I was able to better convey that emotion on the broadcast, but with tape, I can still do it, you know. I mean, it's just better for me to go through tape. Like, my job isn't to execute mechanics. It's to know it, you know? All right, anyway. Zemino got top all the way in. He gets the turret, and then he's going to collapse. I like this look a lot, even if it doesn't lead to anything. It did really force Fear Starforge out, and it makes Baron a real play, but just the angle that Zemino took, it bought so much space for his team. They're completely out of this, by the way. And then he gets a chunk. And it's on the Zyko, so it just doesn't matter, you know? And then Zemino goes low. But Yuji has a big brand combo. And Spyrax is alive. So it's fine. It's an even 2v2 now. Just Spyrax does more. They did give it, though. I mean, I agree with this call from DragonSteel, by the way, because I don't think, like, if they lose there, that, like, at this point, if they keep things neutral, they just win the game. Like, they win the game if they keep their space and keep things neutral. So I think not flipping it there was good, and what they end up doing is that the R's were used, they just go straight to Baron and they burn it. Eldest Awakening this sequence. Yeah, I think the double R from Zemino was poor. So that's a good shout. That's for sure. Yeah, and ABO can hop the wall. It's a nice angle, though, from Spyrax. And then we return to live. Baron's yoinked. Winsome goes down to 2 Qs, which is sick. And then ABO just has to run for the hills. And then Zemino is just bigger. Goodbye. Well played. That's game. Oh, it's not game. That's right. Zemino didn't unstoppable that. He did get the empowered turtle, but Ash actually kites it out, so well played. Instinct, but then guys, that's 2 smaller Qs and an Ezreal Q. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. And that's just it. Alright, GG's. Yeah, you just like... That was a big Udyr, my friend. It was. Cheap viewers on band. Anyway. Alright, that was game 1. By the way, shout out to my teammates, Josh, Eric, Emily too. Emery did a bunch of work on the features behind the scenes. Then Mazel was with us. Also, Kangas and Beatdown who weren't able to join us. Kangas had a cool gig for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Beatdown as a visa. But yeah, shout out to the team to split. Alright, game 2. Rumble Aurora gonna stick as bans on red side, and then it's Corki this time around. Ziggs being taken away by Fear Starforge isn't great, I will say. And then Yone Nid. So for me, like the Yone Nid bans, they banned Yone. I would not ban Yone first. I don't know. Ban Nid first. I just think that when you ban Yone, like that, it's a tip off. Do you want to play Corki? Or you want to play yeah, I think it's a tip off for Corking a little bit. Just like knowing this team as well. Azir 2. Anyway. Vi first pick into Callista Livia. So we're playing Callista into Vi. A little tricky. Talia and MF. Callista kind of hates her life right now. But then we get the Tristana matchup in the Talia. We're not a Senna band. 2 of the better pairings with the Callista. I do like that. And then no Leona, no Alistar. I was a little bit surprised that we didn't go Alistar here. I actually think Alistar and Leona like have real value this game. We can't save Leo for other pairings though, because Callista can kind of empower our support. So unironically, the Not in the Fearless, that ends up being the pick. And I do like Not paired up with Callista and Fearless specifically. I think Not can be paper at times, and Callista like gives Not the ability to kind of play up and then have a bonus pharmacy C or wait out for his cooldowns a little bit. So yeah. Then it was Cassante Seraphine, and the Garen pick's just like Thanos here. Like, what the fuck kills Garen? Not enough CC. Can't snowball the game. And Dragonsteel, like, don't have a ton of CC either, so just having a Garen that's able to fuck off and play in the side lane against a team that, like, wants to group and press R is, I think, quite good. So, really like the Garen pick, especially this game. And Fearless, you're not going to get a lot of Garen looks. So, quite good. And we don't do runes. This was the Garen game. Conquer for Zamudo this game. As a wise Ada once told me, play with the team or something, Zamudo Giga Chad. Yeah, I had fun referencing that one later. I was happy with that callback. It's like one of the things I was actually happy about in the cast. Meanwhile, though, this level 1, it's going to be spotted, but Yuji is able to kind of split the map. And it is going to be a lane swap. But the fact that Yuji is able to start on these camps, I think is quite big. And I didn't like how Fear Starforge worked this lane swap. So they're taking experience away from ABO, who needs it in this matchup. Like, the only way that you can win this matchup as Talia is if you get ahead early on. So we're already sacking mid lane for that, and then Tristana just can't do, like, gets free reign later on, right? And then we're absorbing all 3 lanes as Dragonsteel. Like, Zamudo actually was able to sneak up for that creep. Like, he got all 3 melee creeps right now. He got that creep as well. And so Philip just, like, leeched 2 off the wave to then go, like, try and walk in the bot. And it's a split, but then XU comes up. He doesn't have red buff yet, and he can't hit the dive. So, like, Garen just didn't get denied anything. We don't even deny Garen this wave. Like, we can't even walk past and do that. It's bad. Winsome also left early to go support bot, which I think is the wrong call. I think the call here is that Fear Starforge need to play for the dive. Fear Starforge, if they want to go for this lane swap, Winsome has to play so far up that Garen cannot enter the lane, which is kind of the idea. We need to start E. Winsome just needs to walk at Garen right now and double E this man. Get him out of experience range. The fact that he was able to get up here like this is so illegal. I haven't seen Winsome fire off a double E yet. You know? And then Winsome hides in bases, so there's no chance at a dive. I think you, like, again, you just have to dive this thing. The fact that Zamudo gets everything, and then Philip is forced to TP into this lane, it's kind of like brutally bad. Now we do get Spyrex Flash. That is nice. But again, like, Philip walks up here, and it's just going to be down so bad. So it's pretty much the bot lane a little bit ahead for Fear Starforge, but Ablaze Olive is behind. He split his XP with Philip. And then Philip's going to be behind too. But we'll see what happens after he picks up this wave. Like, look, bot's on an even state, so we have Instinct to win some just a wee bit ahead. So Instinct's got this, right? Mid's pretty even right now. Spyrex is ahead. And then top, Zamudo's up a full level. And we'll see after he absorbs this wave where it's at. Like, the swap is just a straight loss for Fear Starforge. And also, Zamudo gets to run back to lane as Garen, which is sweet. Saving your TP is really sweet. Okay, so Philip is now even. And there's a super wave for Zamudo. Yeah. So we're even right now, and Zamudo has this many more creeps. So it's just, like, infinitely better. I think this swap. The fact that it's just a minute experience lead for the Seraphine map, it is nice. They're, like, the Callista not needs to kill this lane. If it does not, then Seraphine should be able to, like, outlive and outsustain it. Needs levels really bad. Yeah, good luck playing this lane. Yeah, I think that Fear Starforge, like, kind of just beat themselves to the swap. I don't get the absorb XP mid in this scenario. Alright, XU Yoink Swan, which honestly is fine. That's more than what we thought he'd get. Based on top lane matchup. And Zamudo's able to base and walk back for free again. Also, like, by doing what Zimino's doing, a lot of bases and running back, he's not missing too much. He's keeping the lane relatively uninteractive, which for a scaler is fantastic. He's just scaling, guys. He doesn't need to do shit. And that lane is so doomed, by the way, that Philip's just down here. Which, honestly, good timer. I will give this to Philip. Good timer, but he doesn't go for Zyko. And Scary Jerry flashes it, and then he just burns TP. But he at least gets the catch. They got something. I respect it. It can help with Dragon. I actually think that was a good play. That was a good play. But Sumino's going to proxy now. And the big thing, like Vitalia at this point of the game, you need to make plays. You can make shit happen. They got Spyrex's flash. I think that not looking at Spyrex here was an oops. Like Spyrex walk back to lane. I think that if they put the focus onto the Tristana, it's much easier. Like both R's, that's a kill on my screen. Actually, I don't know what ABO's items are at. Probably a kill on my screen. Yeah. I'm going to use R to get Garen Flash. Just not worth it. So, like, we didn't pressure Spyrax. We haven't used Talia R plus Vira combo yet. And Sabino just barely missed his window. But... Or, he missed the threshold, I should say, not his window. But hey, Philip had the TP, so you can just stay in the lane and it's fine. There's no R from Talia. And what's Vi going to do? He can just press W and his pass is going. Nice. Fun champ. Meanwhile, XP is leveled out in the bot lane. In fact, Scary Jerry's up. And Zyko gets a flash. Which is punishable. Dragon is spotted on the start. And it's Callista, so we don't want to fight. And that's it. That said, Grubs are up. So actually we'll pull Grubs. But Zamino is very big. We'll see if Zamino gets aggressive. Oh, also, the base from the MF and Seraphine. Actually, the base is fine. I think there was potential to swap this. I think swap would have been okay here, actually. Again, I know Philip doesn't have TP. Oh, I guess Philip didn't have the wave either. No, he did have the wave. Yeah, I kind of want to swap this. Yeah, I want to swap this. Just get my Cassante out of this lane, you know? And if you're Starforge worth thinking about it, I think that was the right call. But I guess I don't want to give too many plates over to the Callista. See what it do. Not spotted. That's a slight grub advantage right now for Fear. I just don't think that we can pressure. I do appreciate how the bot lanes are mid. But again, like, this is where you have the option to overload. But, like, I don't know. Zamino just popped Cole. Zamino's up 30 creeps already. And it's Stride Breaker. Like, this matchup only gets worse. Yeah, Dragon Steel are just... They're really cool with chilling this game. Olivia scales really hard. Tristana scales really hard. It's Kraken Slayer Triss. We love it. Thank you, Spyrex. Zyko does loses flash, but go to 2. And yeah, like, if the R buttons aren't connecting for Fear Starforge, then there's going to be no fight. And the fact that the Dragon still have a 3k gold lead is just massive. I didn't like this fight. Yeah, I mean, again, I think that we just play for the sideline. Like, the fact they pulled TB is fine, but, like, this is, for me, is a way overreach. No one picked up the Herald, which hurts. Winston's ult was not great. I think looking back, the original R angle is just terrible. So, like, the R angle, if we're going to R flash, should be, like... I think we should make it to line up. Or I get... actually, I just got to flash here. So it hits XU and extends that way. Instead of flashing forward. Like, if he flashed on XU, then I think it would have gotten the extend through the teammates. Yeah, and Garen getting 2 is not all bad. I mean, it's still, like, that's not a fight that I would want to take if I'm Dragonsteel. Like, we're just not fighting with our timer. I talked about that a lot in cast. That's a timer where Fear Starforge, again, we're at the point of the game where if Vi Talia combo connects, it's really good. But, like, just not enough gold levels in the game to survive that. So I think that you're giving an opportunity over to Fear Starforge, but they did end up fighting. And, I mean, on the back half, they get a Drake. Zumino can't be dove, and they pick up a bot outer, and Zumino defends top. So it's still fun. And that's kind of, like, again, how over I think this game is. Because Fear Starforge, they need to get shit now. And they don't get shit. Even when Dragonsteel fights in a timer that's really not theirs, in my opinion. Zumino did boom boom damage. And then, so keep in mind, so Zumino gets the spot wave in, right? Philip's on the wave, spotted. Zumino is going to be first to move. Philip drops it, but Zumino's here first. Zyko's looking. Yeah, so he just fires up the R. Zumino gets around the Encore, and then Winston just gets one shot. The combo hits on the UG, but he goes golden. There was no rocks from ABO. So, like, the rocks aren't out, so the combo isn't even strong. And then ABO's just dead. So it's just like a disaster fight. Ideally, I think they actually could have waited for the sleep on Philip and let Scary Jerry buy a little bit more space, but it's still fine. Like, good angle from Zamudo, good fight. He got out of the Encore, which again missed from Winsome. Like, the Encore missing is really tough. And then Yuji gets his Zanyas off because there were no rocks from Talia. That's really hard. So, like, the stun of the combo was insignificant. And, I mean, again, like, we just missed all of our windows here. No, the rocks just weren't down. There was no unraveled earth. Yeah, I mean, again, this game, when objectives are down, Dragonsteel, they don't feel like they have to play 3 lanes right now, but I think wherever Garen's at, they will just win. So another angle from Zamudo. This time around, I mean, we kind of just forgot Zamudo's there by walking through this. Like, we did drop a ward, but the engage from Zyko is pretty good. I will say that helps out a lot. And Winsome's Encore is, like, yet again, just not ideal. And the re-engage from Zyko is even better. And Yuji lives. Yeah, I mean, again, I think Fear Starforge with this setup, like, I think Philip has to be getting Garen out. Like, I think Philip has to be marking Garen here. And then we're going to use a Blaze Olive, like, in the rocks to try and hold the other side, you know? The fact that Garen's allowed to get that far in for nothing is just, like, that's tough. He doesn't have to, like, I think it's not on Garen because, like, he doesn't want to R Garen, right? But I think he just has to, like, if we W Garen here and we just at least push him away, it is a lot of value. And now Garen's just massive. Mortal Reminder, almost done. Zanya's done for Yuji, which is nice. And then Blaze Olive. They don't have control over this. They're trying to peek around. Just wrong place, wrong time. TP coming in. Yuji goes golden. Yuji's dead. But now we have the fight afterwards where, guys, guess what? This Garen's fed his balls. Q miss from XU. They get to the middle that time, but like, XU's stuck in the fight. He burned his Q and his R, so he can't really move. Nautilus keeps him down. Yuji's dead, yeah. But he ate a lot for that death. Like, that's Vyar. Zanya's is back. And then the collapse is just a little bit too good. Again, if Garen's involved, it can't kill Garen. Like, Instinct just cannot auto. Yeah, he literally did not get to auto this fight. Yeah. Scary Jerry did play that well. Scary Jerry and Zyko had a really nice angle in here. Appreciate Scary Jerry hiding a little bit too. Like he's waiting out some Vi cooldowns. Once Vi Qs, then he's in there, you know. Scary Jerry's pretty good. He was our first team All-Pro AD both splits. And I would not have had that on my bingo card after last split, so more power to him. Alright, Dragonsteel had a little bit of fun here, I think. Yeah, we just don't need to fight this, but we do. Because, you know, we're balling. There's just absolutely no reason to send this one back in. But, you know, fuck it. Yep. Don't worry, guys. We stalled for Zamudo. Limit testing. The Rock Boom sub set the tone for Scary Jerry this split. It is the family vacation buff. That's why he was out week 1. I still just play 3 lanes with Garen. This Garen's so big, man. 300 CS, 613, IE Inc. Pretty much next base IE. Anonymous.
Holy shit, he's hot.
5 subs. Shout out to Anonymous, whoever that may be.
Holy shit, he's hot.
Meek Rhino. Thanks for the gifts. Not necessary, but much appreciated.
Holy shit, he's hot.
What's up, Buttercup? Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, it's Infernal Soul, and everyone does damage on Dragonsteel. Feels bad, man.
Holy shit, he's hot.
This fight's just so funny.
Holy shit, he's hot.
I mean, first off, like, they look for a play on Garen, and Garen's out, so then they C2 bot, and it's just an insta start. And then Zumuno just TPs, so he actually gets to deploy first. I mean, really well played by Zumuno. And then it's just him. He just kills 2 people. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? This champion, man. How much damage did Zumuno do in that fight, though? Like, actually, you know? Yeah, get Karen's. Not Lawrence.
Cubby could be great, but like you said, Cummy.
Is Kyo 1? Something like that. What up? Thanks. Oh, this is funny. Shout out to Basil Basil and Busio, by the way, for helping us out. Really cool that Busio came out. The first AD that Busio played with was actually Instinct on Fear Starforge, so it's pretty neat. No. What? Shout out to LOL Mihir too. Dude, the clip that Raz posted is very funny. Shout out to Mihir though. He's doing great interviews, actually. Didn't know Winsome's on this roster? Yep, that too. Alright. Keep in mind, guys, Fearless, so the champs are at the top. All ban. Yeah, next game. Rumble, Aurora, Corki gonna stick around for Dragonsteel. Different bans for Fear Starforge this time around, as they want to get access to the Yone. And they're gonna leave the Nidalee up. Playing Sej, Nidalee, or Sej in the Nid, and then Yone. I think it's fine, honestly, from like a game plan perspective. I mean, I'm okay with this first phase of the draft. I think it's fine. Like, Nidalee, this is not the best game for Nidalee. Like, there is a real poke identity for Dragonsteel, right? But, Nidalee doesn't get anyone to really buff up with the 70% attack speed steroid she gets, which I think is a lot of her value later in the game. And Ornn feels really good as a tank in the, like, Jhin, Nid way. Like, what are we gonna do? This comp Fear Starforge was decent. I mean, Poppy can hold the line against a lot. Like, there is some value for Poppy, which I like a lot, especially if you're playing a poke comp, because Fear Starforge has to jump into you. So I thought Poppy was a very good pick here, actually. Kaiser Renekton, Lucian Azir, ends up being Hui in the Yone. And then Poppy. Jinx Horn. So it's just a Jinx comp for Fear Starforge. We're going to try and overwhelm. Whereas Dragonsteel, I think we have laning advantages. At least we have jungle pressure. And then lane, like, bot's kind of a handshake, but I do think that the Jhin alley can just take space. The big key is making sure that Jinx just can't get involved in fights and just retreating. Like, making sure that Fear Starforge beat themselves. Fear Starforge need to have sound engages. They want this comp to work. Like, whatever plays they go for need to be sound. Alright, so Philip loses flash right away. Why, one might say. XU's forced out, and then Zumuno wraps. And it's Mana Flow ban proc for Spyrex, the real win. About small loss for Philip, really? Standard lanes. Didn't show the lane swap last time. Zumuno pulled the wave. I don't know if he denied anything, but he was trying. Yeah, and I mean, Winsome really... This lane, like, Winsome going for this, it's just not... Like, he's got to go for the Q on Zyko, and, like, yeah. I know Zyko dings level 2 there, but, again, Winsome instantly loses flash. And then the plan for Exu ends up being a 3 camp into bot. So there's a ward there. Really nice ward timer from Spyrex. I think the game plan this game is you should 3 camp mid and get Hui flash and play from there. The fact that Spyrex drops this ward... Sej goes elsewhere. So, like, Exu doesn't want to just farm. He goes bot. Like, bot lane is a disaster. I don't exactly know how Instinct got this low, but, like, Exu actually needs to come, make sure that his lane gets the wave in, and then Winsome just dies. And I can't even get this wave in. So it's just a fucking disaster start. It's a disaster start. And when someone like walks top and they're like, nope, let's not go on the Poppy. There's just a lot of like wasted time ideas and plays this game. Or this series, honestly, from Fear Starforge. Yeah, this one. I mean, well played, Zamino. Wow, clinical. Were you impressed? Oh no. Yeah, and then again, like win some, no flash. So Yuji forces out instinct flash, and then get another kill. Like this start is, I actually think the comp is like winnable for Fear Starforge. I thought this was their best draft, but God, the start they had of this game was just so terrible. Like bot lane just got gapped instantly. XU came to fix it. Like Winston's already dead. Even if XU comes to like make a play there, like they don't even get any sums out. They only get Psycho Flash. Like really doesn't matter that much. And Samido's going for Sunder Sky Poppies, so you can kind of brawl. And then they find the dive. Like, dude, we're so insane as Dragonsteel, actually. This is so insane from Dragonsteel, I thought. Really like this play from Dragonsteel. Yeah. I mean, I know Psycho spotted, but kill Ornn. He's got a TP back now. Next he's soaking. Now they are like they go for the lane swap here. So Ornn just walks bot. So he's able to catch, and they get Jinx actually some of the big wave up top, and they get out of the bad landing phase, but now Dragon's just gone. So it's 2 grubs to 1. They can't dive Poppy, and then Dragon just goes over to Dragonsteel. And also, they are able to make a play mid. So a Blazolve, he E'd. Oh no, he didn't E. Really nice R from Blazolve. He's able to actually somehow get to the other side of the wall. If that doesn't happen, he might have went down. The game might have been like actually just over. Yeah, I do really like how Dragonsteel played this because in the fights, like you're to see Spyrax on the Hui. Like he really fucks with the enemy marksman. Like Instinct just cannot move in some of these fights. Alright, so Philip flashes to go for this play, but he's down 2 levels. And he does have XU coming. So they do find it. Well played. Good job, Philip. This was... Let's see if zoom in. I didn't see the W. Sorry. All right. That's a yoink. Again, like Yuji was got ahead in camps early on because XU had the sack or delay his topside camps to go help bot lane like after his 3rd camp. So it's just a Yuji, like Yuji's just up for this game. Nice. And again, like I really like how they're playing this. They're just playing to keep everyone at bay. So Winston forced the flash. Really nice root from Scary Jerry. Zamino is somehow like tanking turret shots and still showing. Just Poppy things. Zamino's Poppy is very good. Zamino was our player of the series. Zamino was great this series. I do think that like Philip set himself behind quite a bit, and the team set him behind with the Nasus pick, B, the lane swap game 2, which was blundered. And then this game, he got 2 ganks, but matchup is Zamino got the matchup he wanted and played it much better. So grubs being given, so that's 4 grubs. They don't really care about this last one. They're just gonna give it over to Yuji. And games like right now, it's just the issue is the lead that the Poppy and the Jhin have, and then your ability to just keep everyone at range is really nice. Oh, I like this Poppy build. I think this Poppy build is actually fine. Everyone's jumping into you. You get a lot of mileage out of the Thunder Sky this game. Like, you can realistically auto all 4. Like, you can proc it 4 times in a fight, you know? Okay. So here we have a play. So we have info for Fear Starforge, and then Yuji gets the bad news. Zyko does some good job of catching, but Yuji gets 1 tap. Nice follow from ABO. That was a good play from Fear Starforge. I appreciate the look from ABO and XU. I think that was good. They made a couple of decent plays. Like, I thought this was their best game. But like the start was just so fucking tragic. And Quay's getting first brick. It's really big. And then Harold's getting picked up. Sumino has top wave in still. Still really chill. He's still up 2 levels. I mean, it's like a level and 3/4, you know? Like, it's actually like a serious 2 levels. Alright. So we gotta look bot side. Scary Joy is coming out of base. UG is able to flash that just barely, and that's the big difference. Then Spyrax on the back half. He's gonna find ABO with an R. And Zyko's like catching everything here. So yeah, top lane's even. Well played. Yeah, I mean, lanes are tough. And yeah, I mean, this is really nice from Dragonsteel. Like, just them holding this pocket and poking. Like, what can Fear Starforge do again? If they don't have or press or use their R buttons, it's tough. And Spyrax just getting so much work done. Philip gets so low. Yeah, like they just decide to give. So really well done again. ABO, I key TP top for this. It's matched instantly. Zamuno high key in this matchup is fine. Yeah, with the Sunder Sky, and ABO misses the all in, so that's really expensive. Yeah. And like Zyko catches the R, like I know like Zyko has flash. Like, I just don't know why this Leon R is. I mean, it's going for Yuji, but yeah, we miss our shit. Guess what? They just get to keep on poking. So this formation is really good for Dragonsteel. And they take mid. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, this is the only play I think that you have. It's to get Spyrax while his flash is down. So actually, he's going to wait for this, but it does connect. And I mean, this is the fact this comes in at 20 minutes at first. Like, this is what the game plan should be when you're playing Yone in the way. All right, so they wait for some CDs. Spyrax goes down. But it's traded out 1 for 1. ABO, he didn't E into this. If he E's, he snaps back. But no, he didn't E until later. So he's just stuck. I mean, that's a 1-for-1, guys. That's chill. So chill for Dragonsteel. Fimble into next for Poppies, so just abusing the shields. You get a lot with Poppy's kit, and then the healing behind it. You are surprisingly strong as an off-tank with this build. As you can see, Zamito is fisting the matchup. He can play inside lane. Philip cannot match him at all. And then I really like the poke identity. Like, open up. This is really good for Scary Jerry, and then this is the oopsie. Yuji shorts the hop. If he doesn't short the hop, he's good, but then he flashes, gets knocked up. Zyko tries to interrupt Instinct, and it's nothing, so Dragonsteel lose 2 off a misplay. Yeah, I mean, again, I really like this. Scary Jerry going R in the Deadly Force is really clean. It connects with Yuji. It's just he's short of the hop. I mean, like, honestly, if Yuji, like, flash WQs, dead. Even with the barrier. A chance for 2. So just rush it a little bit. Big oops from Yuji, our GOAT. Not the type of plays you want to make on that stage, but, you know, all good. Yuji made some good ones. He was pretty solid this series. He kind of got to play shit. In front of all the punches that I've thrown. And yeah, I mean, Instinct again, like, really tough for Instinct to operate this game. Zyko, oops. Oh, I will say Zyko, good stun here from Winsome. It interrupted the combo. And it got Instinct to safety. So that was a big deal, actually. We missed that on the cast. Because I think Eric was like, Zyko, whose team are you on? It was actually Winsome with a stun. And then we never got a replay because there was no blood. I missed that. Yeah, he did. But again, like, all Dragons have to do is hold the line. And look at how hard it is for Instinct to auto, guys. And I love this angle from Scary Jerry, by the way. I think he played this really, really well. It's so hard for Instinct to auto. Again, like, this angle. We're able to at least have an angle onto the Jinx. And then Zamuto's the target. But he gets a heal from Yuji. And then, again, Thunder Sky procs. The shields. Instinct just cannot move. And if Instinct can't fire, that's like a huge amount of the damage just gone to the wayside. Can only hit Ard Alistar. Zamito kites down, yeah. It is really good. This team is good. Yeah, I like Instinct can't follow up on anything, just using their range tools really well. So Dragonsteel playing with range really well. I was really impressed. Yeah. Good for Philip for like being able to pick up some side lane farm here. I do think he's like pretty far behind, so that's important. And we do have a nice play coming in. Again, like Spyrex is no flash, so this should be the focus. Spyrex is hovering for it. But he knows that like he can't get out of a Sedge ult. So it's just about how long he can live, and he buys as much time as he can. Fear goes wide, but good play from Fear Starforge. Both TPs coming in. This should be advantage Fear Starforge. Good flash from XU. Yeah, well done. But again, they only lose 1. Misery Station. If you gave a split to Dragonsteel and LCS to develop, how good do you think they'll be from now? I'm going to be 1, but I wish it was more close and a better game. Yeah. And Fair Starforge sacked a lot and got really far behind. You guys had better drafts. This game, I feel like Fair Starforge could have won, but the early game was a tragedy. I said FlyC wouldn't have been last in LCS last split in spring. I stand by that. I don't know. I think Dragonsteel, I don't know, like, I feel like they can, I don't know if they make playoffs or not. You know, I kind of felt the same way about FlyC, and that was with Quad. And that roster, like, kind of smoked this roster with Niles. I think the players have, like, gotten more consistently better. But I don't know if I still have them, like, being an LCS contender or, like, doing anything besides like the expectations like try and make playoffs, you know? So I don't know. I think it's kind of unfair. That question is always hard. There have been years where I've said like the TLA teams would be like top 6 of you know, LCS, you know, back when it was 10 teams. I don't feel that way as much now. Especially like the Shopify roster, like Fake God, Zazel, and Tomio 1-2 splits of challengers, right? So yeah.
Timing could be great, but like you said, Cummy.
Hey, what's up, Isaac Casts? It's nice to meet you this past weekend. All right. So if you're Starforge, Dragon spawning in a couple minutes. They're going to start bearing because they spot people going for a play on ABO. After 1 year of LCS, they get to develop against better players in year 2. How would they do? Oh, I don't know. I mean, they'd be better, but I don't know. I think it's kind of unfair. Like, you need the right environment to develop really well, you know? I think DragonSteel has some of that, but like, yeah, it's a weird one. I mean, really nice R from Zamudo. Like, it's not like APA and Yawn went from being like, you know, hey, we're top of a CAD and the top of LCS because we had a year to play in LCS, right? Like, a lot of things went their way. And they worked really hard to do it, so. And they had to work hard to do it, right? I think that's the cool part about them. All I'll say is that I'm tired of casting Yuji. If I'm casting Yuji, I better have gotten promoted too, you know? Fuck man, too soon. Oh, that means I'm hitting the algorithm sooner than later. Thanks. Appreciate it. I mean, again, like, in this fight, I just... Like, Instinct's able to auto at the start, but then this combo from Spirax is so big. And Instinct, again, just, like, can't auto. We can only hit Zamudo. Yeah, everyone melts. Just range OP. The range is good. Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate the Poppy Alistair frontline. It's just really hard to break, and it's really tough for frontliners to play into that. And so you just get to use those tools to use all your range. And now it's like, yeah, I fucking told you guys so. Had to watch the Lions crush the Rams. That's fine. Yeah, there's not enough. But also, you know, I think that the front line is just really hard to break. Like Instinct just can't auto. Oh boy. I mean, yeah, Yone can deeps too. But yeah, low damage. Zamudo just gets 2 out, and guess what? Free soul. Almost free soul. Yeah, actually yoinked it. So I like the idea from Zamudo. I mean, it was close. We'll put it out. It was close. And they still win the fight afterwards for sure. Yes, that's the idea. Like, same with Orange Sedge even, or Leona. Like, Poppy, Alistar interact really well with these champions. Poppy, jungle, and the Sedge was the answer in another, like, meta. Alistar and Leona is a decent answer, especially out of early game. Alistar, like, Poppy into Alistar, or, Poppy into Leona support's, like, even playable. Yeah, like, it's, yeah. I'm a big fan of the Poppy pick. I'm glad that we have some players that play it. This ABO, again, has to snap back to the gray screen. And that's a 1 Baron and done, pretty much. As we're kind of going in 1 by 1. Again, Instinct just can't auto. He's trying to get mana. And he doesn't have the item break points to, like, actually even be able to fight. He got Mortal Reminder now, but hard. Did not know Dragonsteel 3-0'd Fear? I had 3-1, but I'm not too surprised they 3-0'd. And props to Dragonsteel. Like, it was a big one for get that victory. Big thing for them to get that victory on stage. They really wanted that one. Like, Sealaw and Challengers League hurt. I love the fact that, like, all 4 of them hug, like, then Zamudo joined, because, like, those are the guys, like, ate it on stage a couple times, so to just come out known is pretty cool. But yeah, they were definitely the better team on the day. And Coach Niles, too. Yeah. Anyway. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in to the VoD reviews. The split's been awesome for NACL and also LCS. Appreciate you all. If you guys want to see more VoD reviews for Americas, for Worlds, make sure to like, comment, and or especially subscribe. And we will see you guys for the next VoD reviews. Congrats to DragonSteel for winning yet again. Peace.